Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another episode of Reverend Hagen's Horrific Cinematic Dissection. As always, I'm your host, Reverend Hagen, and as always, I'd like to welcome our listeners at SCRMradio.com. Oh, that's Scream. Radio.com for all your horror and paranormal needs. I apologize for my voice. It's still crickly and crackly. The good news is I don't have the Rona, as the kids say. I do want to thank everybody for all the well wishes and good vibes and prayers. After I put the video out that I was sick and was getting tested, it meant so much to me. Thank you so much for your support. But I don't have the virus. I just have something else. Which has to do with my autoimmune gig. So here we go. Tonight, on Reverend Hagen's Horrific Cinematic Dissection, we are looking at 2016's The Void. It was written and directed by Jeremy Gillespie, and Stephen Konstanski, gotta get them both, and starring Aaron Poole, Kenneth Welsh, and Daniel Fathers. It also stars Kathleen Monroe, who you may recognize, and one of my favorites. She's not in enough movies, it just breaks my heart, but she's in a lot of them. Her name is Ellen Wong, who you may know from the TV show Dark Matter, but more importantly from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World as the amazing, the talented Knives Chow. What a doll in that movie. Oh my God. Way too young for me, but God, what a sweetheart. What a cutie pie. Anyways, this is very much a Lovecraftian movie. All really takes place in this hospital. A cop comes in, he finds this guy on the street, brings him that's in real rough shape, brings him to the hospital, and then all chaos breaks loose. You'll recognize a few other people in this movie. I'm not going to tell you who they are, because you know what? It's like, I looked at my watch like I'm wearing a clock. Look, unbelievable. I looked at my wrist like I'm wearing a watch. Forgive me, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I am absolutely loopy. But I want to get this review out. You'll recognize some other people in this movie. But kind of the premise is that there's this weird group of people that are trapping everybody in this hospital. The hospital's pretty much bare bones. There's a doctor and a couple of nurses. There's a gal giving birth. Her grandfather's there. There's this guy the sheriff just brought in. 2 guys run in with shotguns. And then all of a sudden they get surrounded by these surreal guys in these robes with a pyramid on them. It's very surreal. You're not sure what's going on through most of the movie. I don't want to give too much away, but it goes from there, right? Halfway through the movie, you're not sure who to trust and who not to trust. But, pardon my French, but weird shit's going down in the ER, let me tell you, and in this whole hospital. Finding out who these guys are in the robes outside, what they're waiting for, who the people really are that are in the hospital. Amazing. Really well-crafted movie. Not a lot of money in the budget for this one. Couple of kind of 20-second shots. That's you get the feeling they put most of their money in, but most of it is not CGI. Most of the effects in this are like good old-fashioned, my favorite kind, boots on the ground special effects, where makeup and giant puppets, kind of a Star Wars, the original Star Wars gig before you went back and put all the CGI in it. Really old school stuff that works. They did a really good job on it. This might not be everybody's brand of vodka, because it really is one of those surreal, almost Mandy movies before Mandy came out. Not that surreal. Mandy's just gloriously on another planet. That's such a good movie. Not Mandy weird. but pretty surreal. I really enjoyed it. So I give this movie, of course, 2 desiccated, decomposing thumbs away up. Thank you very much. That's it for this edition of Reverend Hagen's Horrific Cinematic Dissection. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy making it for you. I'd like to thank our listeners at SCRMradio.com. That's Scream. Radio.com for tuning in. And as always, my brothers and sisters, you keep your heads up and stay safe and know that I love you. Reverend Hagen loves you through all this madness. Have a great night.